The paradox we are about to explore is called the Omniscient Book Paradox. Imagine a book unlike any other, said to hold the truth about everything, even itself. It stands as a quiet riddle nested in infinite mirrors, a reflection forever folding back upon its own pages. This paradox raises gentle but profound questions about knowledge and limits. What happens when something claims to know all, yet must grapple with its own boundaries? It invites us to peer into mysteries where certainty dissolves, and where the act of knowing itself becomes fragile, like candlelight flickering in a vast, silent library. From ancient times to modern thought, thinkers have confronted puzzles where truth and self-reference collide. The Omniscient Book Paradox stretches this timeless tension, shimmering on the edge between completeness and contradiction. It embodies the restless tug within knowledge, our desire to grasp everything balanced against the whisper that some things cannot be fully held. This paradox murmurs to the soul, suggesting that perfect understanding might always elude us, and that what we seek may live quietly beyond the borders of language and proof. Mira, a dedicated scholar, has spent countless years wandering through tomes of philosophy, logic, and cosmology. She has traveled far, drawn to dusty shelves and ancient scripts, piecing together wisdom across cultures and epochs. Yet beneath her disciplined studies lies a persistent ache, an intuition that something essential slips through her fingers despite all her gathering. One afternoon, deep within a forgotten monastery cloaked in shadows, Mira discovers a locked glass case. Inside rests a book blank of title or author, save for a single folded note hinting at a truth too vast to name. Curiosity stirs deeply within Mira as she unfolds the fragile note. Its words capture her breath. This book contains the truth about everything, including this sentence. A soft laugh escapes her lips, mingling disbelief with wonder. Could such a thing be real? The air around her seems to still, as if the room itself holds its breath. Unable to resist, Mira carefully opens the glass case and lifts the book. She senses the weight of countless secrets resting between these unassuming covers, secrets that now seem eager to engage her mind and spirit like never before. With trembling fingers, Mira turns the first page, which declares the book omniscient. This claim invites doubt, and as she turns to the next page, it acknowledges her questioning, beckoning her forward. Each subsequent page seems to speak not in generalities, but to Mira's exact thoughts and feelings, unraveling her certainty and weaving a silent dialogue that draws her deeper. A curious tension awakens between her desire to understand and the unsettling realization that the book seems to know her better than she knows herself. The paradox emerges here, at the fragile intersection of knowledge and self-awareness. Mira's heart pounds as she confronts the uncanny knowledge embedded in the pages. The book reflects back not only facts, but the spirals of her own doubts, fears, and hopes. It whispers secrets that unsettle the foundations of logic, echoing ancient puzzles like the liar's paradox, where statements loop back on their own truth or falsehood. More than a mere riddle, the book embodies a dance between completeness and contradiction, revealing that a system claiming ultimate knowledge must stumble upon its own shadows, layers of uncertainty cloaked in certainty's disguise. The deeper Mira reads, the clearer it becomes. If the book contains every truth, including statements about itself, it must face the impossible. Either it contradicts itself or leaves some truths untouched, echoing Gödel's revelations about the limits of formal systems. Mira feels the heavy pull of this paradox not as an abstract idea but something intimately alive, one that mirrors the human condition. This book is not just a puzzle of words, but a reflection of all minds striving to grasp their own depths, forever caught between what can be known and what remains forever elusive. A sudden shift occurs as Mira's reading turns inward. She encounters a page telling her she is wondering how the story will end, and the next, the final page, claims it cannot exist. In that blank space where words should be, Mira finds not emptiness, but an invitation. The silence becomes eloquent, revealing that the ultimate truth may be one that they cannot be captured or confined within language or form. This moment unravels the paradox gently, suggesting that the final revelation lives quietly beyond the boundaries of what can be written or fully understood. In this unfolding realization, Mira senses that knowledge and self-reflection share a profound kinship with mystery and acceptance. The book's limits mirror the limits of any mind, any system, any soul attempting to fully contain itself. She begins to see that some truths, like shadows cast by candlelight, exist only in the spaces around certainty and doubt. As she closes the book, her heart carries a delicate peace, the acknowledgement that the search itself, the longing to know and to understand, holds its own meaningful place within an unending and beautiful enigma. Now, as you lie here, cradled by the gentle quiet of night and your thoughts flickering like faint glimmers of moonlight on ancient pages, ask yourself, what if the last truth you seek cannot be written down or fully grasped? What if truth is less a thing to capture and more a silent presence to be felt and honored? And if the book that claims to hold everything cannot contain itself, what does that whisper about the mind reaching to read it? Perhaps the deepest wisdom lives not in answers, but in the embrace of the unknowable, resting softly just beyond the edge of consciousness.